Alright guys, welcome back. Welcome back to yet another video. Last video we spoke about how returning residents could contribute to the healthcare system. Donating gloves or wheelchairs or stuff like those that can help sheets or for naked beds, beds if they can afford it, different things that can help to build the hospital with the healthcare facility in the neighborhood that we are returning to. Um, this was a joke, but today we're going to just simply talk about respond to Mr. Sherwood 9917, and I'm going to respond to his question or her question, where she asked, where exactly do the taxes that the government collects from its citizens go? That was something that I said, you know what? That's a good contribution. So let this person know where the taxes go. Today I'm really going to talk. Where do taxes really go? The hidden cost of corruption in Jamaica. From we were young growing up, we know that this is what takes place. It wasn't so bad in my early days, or maybe it was bad, but we didn't know about it. But then when social media became something in the 2000 something, 2005, 6, down in them times when everything started become so out there, we're seeing so many stories of what happens with the monies that should go into the government system to help facilitate the systems that we share. So welcome back, everybody. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for all the contributions. I see that a lot of you, a lot of new subscribers. I thank you. Appreciate it. I want to do a live soon to see how many people really have hit the notification bell so they can join when I go live. Sometimes we go live and you're like, you have so many subscribers. But you do a live, and there was a time I did a live and I would have like over 200-300 people. One time I had 600 when I came to Jamaica and I went live from Jamaica. And I had over 600 people before I was finished in that 30-something minutes. But then afterwards, it's like you go live and yeah, people will gradually come on, but it's, but I keep saying to myself, yeah, you have these subscribers, but do not be dismayed that you're not getting thousands of people involved, because when you look at people with hundreds of thousands of subscribers and you look at 45,000 views, it's the percentage works out the same way. So I'm not stressing out. I'm trying to find something that I can engage you guys in instead of just listening to me. I want to have something engaging. So I saw Mamito. She just sweeps her yard. She just gets out and I'm sweeping my yard. And get a lot of views. And so I am happy for them. Don't ever think I'm grateful for what I have, but I'd like to see more views on the channel. So thanks to the new people who have come in good faith and contributing to the conversations. I really, really appreciate it. The last few videos I've been getting some traction, and that's a good thing. And so today I return with this video that I will talk about where we're going to talk about the hidden cost of corruption in Jamaica, because that will definitely tell us where our taxes really go. All right. So, as I said, the viewer asked, where exactly do the taxes the government collects from the citizens of Jamaica go? And so, we know it's a fair question. So, great question, Sherwood. And here's your answer, because it's complicated. It's not just because of bureaucracy, but because of corruption. I had spoken about bureaucracy and how things go from the top down, but it also the corruption, guys. So let us not pretend. The system is leaking. We know that it is leaking. And not all the leaks are at the top. It's not, a lot of us are the government this, the government that, and them take the money, put it in them pocket. And yeah, a lot of stuff are going on up there. But let us also remember that some government leaders mismanage the funds, but that's only part of the story. That's just a part of it. Jamaica loses billions of dollars to theft, bribes, and backdoor deals. All right? It's not just politicians, but from the everyday systems. The everyday systems. The question isn't just where does the tax go, it's also where is it being stolen along the way. So let's look at captured land in Jamaica. How much parish have people who capture land and then build on the land, huge plots of land, no titles, no taxes. These lands could generate millions in property tax, money that could fund schools, clinics, and roads. But when land is grabbed and left unproductive, it's not just a legal problem, it's economic theft from the country. All this heap of captured land. Remember, where cane fields were, people just moving. Some of them are flooded out because the land is so wet. The land, that's how it was built to have the water to grow the cane. And so a lot of them, you see the houses out there in the cane fields, and them build up house. Usually people would build up like a board house just in case. Nowadays, a big multi-story house, them a put up houses to collect rent. And them a build up sitting at the bottom, then go up on top, say them need for rent out portion and for make. But how much taxes are they paying? How much taxes are they paying? The worst thing that can slap in the face is when they steal the electricity. So them not only taking free land, them also stealing the water, they're also stealing the electricity. And then what? The monies that need to fund the schools in the communities, the monies that need to fix the roads. Guys, think about it. Think about it. This is something for you to think about. Because I thought about it when the question came. Where's the taxes the government to collect? Yeah. Where the taxes of the government to collect? One of the things that strike me, let's go down to the bribery. Because I talk about the bribery. When we do bribery, it bleeds the system. 1,000 note at a time. Right? Every little bit adds up to become much more. On my Yahoo thing, I have a little note there that it talks about raindrops. They might be small, but they do fill up. Right? They make rivers overflow. Right? They might look like little drops, but them add up and the water flows into the river and overflow the river bank. They put out a bucket, those raindrops will come down, then fill up buckets. So bribery bleeds our system. Every time a police officer takes a bribe instead of issuing a ticket, the government loses revenue. And you all know that. A lot of people out there, they don't have the red plate for run the taxi, but them are run and them are collect them little money. And when them get pulled over, is there a ticket issue that they should go to court? There are few who are honest and will take a ticket and go to court, but there are more who are paying off the police just so that they keep going. And so you have this problem. The crime is not only those people out there breaking and stealing and robbing you and whatnot. The crimes also are happening, some of the killings are because of these things. When police are taking bribes from these people and when they start saying enough is enough, we're not paying no more, then you see some little things happening and you say, what happened? Them couldn't just bring him in. And sometimes some things happen where we'd rather knock somebody out than to have them alive to tell the story. I remembered in 99 when I came home, there was a guy who came in the community, a stranger. It was a stranger to us, but he had Had him like a sideman in the community. And the thing they were doing was stealing people's goats. And so that morning, whole heap of uproar down the road, right in front of the church, the Seventh-day Adventist church. Big uproar going down there. When you take a stock, the guy come in, thief some of the goat, and the people them decide to beat the holy life out of him. Them beat him till somebody a beg, say, no, save him life. And him a beg for your life, him a beg the people, them, help save me, man. And, you know, and when him look, him see him friend. And he was just going to say something. I tell him, said, you're my and before he could have finished the statement, before he could have identified the guy saying, man, him friend, the guy take a big stone and bash him in the head, kill him right there. Because him know, say if the man did talk, and it start get for talk, him would have rat him out, say, I want the thief them too. And him bring him in our community. And so, I say, sometimes you see some things happening, deep murders, deep this, deep that. And it's sometimes these underhanded deals that went bad. So we know that police officers have pull over you, you have in a rental car. They know you're going back a foreign. You don't have time to go to court, challenge these tickets. And so it becomes a thing when they give you an option. They give you the option, and a lot of you would just prefer pay me 200, pay me 10,000 and just go on. We don't have no time for go stay there and for go fight ticket. And so they know. So all those monies, instead of going into the system, people running red light, people doing what they do on the roadways, and those monies that need to come back in the system to help finance the things that needs to be financed, go into somebody's pocket. The money, that money, as I said, should go towards fixing the potholes, maintaining traffic lights, and upgrading road safety. But when people buy their way out of accountability, we all pay the price later. That's how things get run down and cannot be fixed. So I'm just letting you guys know now. When we have the theft from within, before we even get to that, look at when we ship things to Jamaica. I know it's pricey, but I don't like stress. I really don't. You know, I have my license for many, many years, bought vehicles, but never driven them. I don't drive. So for me, instead of just standing at a bus stop, wait for a bus, no. I'm going to call Uber. I'm going to, know that it's Uber. Usually they were regular taxis, yellow cabs. I'd call a yellow cab, and I'm gone where I'm going, get there, need to come back, I call a cab. I'm not, if it's just a leisurely thing, I'd wait for a bus. But if I need to just get to and from, the kid, I usually have somebody drop me at work, somebody pick me up. But if it's my personal time to do things, it's what it was. So when I ship things down here, whether it's to friends or what have you, I would ship barrels to be delivered. I pay for them, they deliver them to the home. A lot of people, when they go down to pick up barrels at the wharf, pick up things at the wharf, not just barrels. How many times have you been encouraged to just pay the man their money, man, and he will pull through for you? All the money for customs that needs to go in to help build infrastructure in Jamaica. If we keep paying somebody on the side, how much does the government get? How much does the government get? Then let's look at the theft from within. Let's look at the people, the country that is robbing itself. We have the big thing with JUTC the other day where from when them watch people at thief the gas, have thief the fuel for fuel the bus them. Then no people are doing it. But look how much $1 million they make them thief before them just start doing anything about it. You think people don't know what to go on? People know exactly what's going on. Look how long that it reached up to how much $1 million of theft. And so, what I said, it cost the government. That's what they said, and I did a video about it. It cost the government and taxpayers. Why is it costing the government and taxpayers? You must have seen and know that it was being stolen from an earlier day, even if it had reached $1 million. And we say, okay, taxpayers' money. But you wait for it to get in the millions before you start looking at it. My God, how tens of millions of fuel stolen. And them just now a start. Oh, we are the ones who are tearing down our country. And it is sad that I'm asking that when we come home, whatever the community is, that we kind of help to just keep it going. Because you know what? What else we're going to do? The fields are going to continue sealing because there's no accountability. If when the government knows that these things are going on, they are putting stiff penalties. Look, man, if me here so any on the out there, I shake down anybody for road violation or them something there. I'm not going to lose in the pension. I'm not going to lose. And if them not make it stiff enough that people step back and say, wait man, can't afford to lose that. It will continue. Because nobody is doing anything. The superintendent, the supervisors are not doing anything. Some of them are involved. I assume. I'm assuming. Because I can't see how these things continue, not in one parish, 2 parishes, or 3 parishes, but in the 14 parishes across Jamaica. We look at cement and materials for road work. And when you take a stock and things said enough material there, some might go on some of the yard. All of the material no great shake out and for bill what need for bill. Food and medicine for hospitals, again, being resold or misused. You have people that go home, them have them pick near yard and them take the pampers from the hospital site them as go home with it for them use. Them take the towels them take the sheet them take the stuff them from the institutions that carry them home. And so every time you have to wonder. So these are not just losses, they are acts of national sabotage. Every time you take away, and all them need to do is start putting things on them, so them put things at the doors. Them have to do an overhaul without people knowing what's going on. But everybody chats so much. Do an overhaul so some of the times when my teeth do something, did some alarm go off so people know that the things in the hospitals or in these institutions are being taken out of the building. Security have to be better. But sometimes the same security people and what they did, my friend, we do what take the stuff and everybody look the other way. Everybody looking the other way because nobody cares. And when them take them share, you know. Corruption isn't just a government problem, it's a cultural one. We point fingers at politicians and some deserve it, but how many of us cut corners, pay to skip the line, or know somebody to get around the rules? If we want accountability, guys, everybody have to start modeling it. Everybody has to be held accountable. The hidden tax, when we steal from this, when we steal from the system, we steal from ourselves, because that's how things can get done. Because enough funds are not there to get it done. When people cheat the system, we all suffer. Longer wait times, fewer resources, broken infrastructure. The real cost of corruption isn't just money. It's lost trust, it's lost progress, and lost hope. As I said before, a lot of us left, and when we left, the system was broken. It wasn't so bad, but it was broken. And then we come back years later, and we don't. You think of so many, not me, because I didn't go to college out here. I went to Jamaica Commercial Institute in Montego Bay. I never used the papers I got from them, but I went there. And we have those who went to, it used to be CAST and UWI, right? And you have these people who goes up in there. You didn't have technology then to track things, to keep account of things. But they go to the Bank of Jamaica and they borrow money. The parents go and borrow money. And they send the kids through medical school. They send them through all these big institutions. And at the end of the day, what happens? These children finishes. They finish and then they take off to foreign countries. They finish, take off to foreign countries, and not a penny gets paid back. I know of people who got red letters from Bank of Jamaica in those years ago, because they borrowed money to go to get academic whatever, and they take off with those monies and never repay them, right? So they didn't have computers, they didn't have things to keep up to date, to block their passports, block visas, block things until monies were paid up. So people were just taking, getting what they needed, and never look a better eye back to say let them put. No, if there were better things in place, those people could have been traced and liens put on properties, and what needed to be done would have been done. And so even if they go away, they would have been held accountable, or the credit get messed up and whatever they needed to happen. But things have to put in place to preserve the dignity of these small countries. Because when people take and run away, then what's left? Who's going to fill those? Who's going to fill in those holes? And so there's not going to be much to subsidize books for children, especially in the rural areas. There won't be anything left to help these children who are coming now, because each of us is supposed to pay into the kitty to help the next generation. And this generation comes and they do what they do, and they put back in the kitty to help the next generation. So if we were doing that and building, what a beautiful place this would be. Everybody just looking at Jamaica, beautiful because of the sand and the sea. Look at the beaches now that you have to pay to go in your own place. You're not paying even to a Jamaican to Jamaican people. What foreigners come in, make it a private space where you, the citizen in your own country, have to pay to go in there to enjoy it. How silly are we? How silly are we? And then we sit down and talk about patois. You're not cultured. I left Jamaica and I go back and I speak my patois. Don't worry about the patois. Worry about what's going on in the country and how these things can stop, so the country can be not just beautiful beaches that you have to stand on the outside and look on, but become a place that is vital and flourishing. So guys, it's time to fix the flow. Taxes should build. Instead, too often they are blocked or bled out by corruption. Them go down, them chop down ganja. What them do with it? Make sure that them not burn it up and throw it away. It is supposed when they collect these things, people driving big name car and them not have jobs. You look on them like, so, you think people don't know what's going on, but them turn them head the other way because they might get what them forget. How can you have people driving the biggest name cars and never work a day in them life? Don't have education, don't have anything, but them out there driving because what? Somebody got paid off. You need a license, you have to go pay for the license. So the fee that's supposed to go into the government, no, all this money pack up in somebody's pocket. If you go a rum bar, go drink. If you go have an ex-girlfriend. If you waste, they're not even stealing it to build themselves up or build so that anybody can inherit. It's just to waste it because easy come, easy goes. And so little Jamaica, as little as it is, and as beautiful as it is, we have to stop. If we don't stop, then the bleeding will continue, and it only gets worse. We're talking about we go hospital, no medicine, no did they, no equipment, no did they, no beds, no did they, no this, no did they. If I am asking people if they could give boxes of gloves, boxes of this, because we're coming home and we're expecting to have the best services. But when the system is broken, how can we come back here, retire, and we pack up all the nice things, and we pack all these things, and we come home to live a certain way? And yes, it's a certain way, and it's nice when you're up and moving, but if you ever fall down and you can't get to go back far and go get care, then you're in trouble. It's just too much, man. Too much. And so you ask where the money goes, but also ask, what am I doing to protect what's mine? And that's what I'm saying, How are we going to make this? How are we going to change this? How are we going to change it? You work in America, you pay your taxes. The end of the year, you file a tax return, and somebody looks at the amount you make and they put you in tax brackets, and they say you get back something, or you have to pay a little bit more on them something there. With all the taxes paid in Jamaica, what the people who are paying into it, what do they get? Everything is always on the poor man's back and the middle class back. Nowadays, they have poor, rich, they don't have rich, poor, middle class, and middle class anymore. It just seems like everybody is the rich or the poor. So the future of Jamaica doesn't depend on one leader. It might take for him. It might. The key word there is might. I'm not saying anybody taking, I don't see it. But it might be taking his, because all of the stuff that they're doing and the investigations and all those things going on. Right? But it depends on all of us. Doesn't depend on just him. He can do it. That's why they have so many members of parliament and members of the house and members of this and members of that and mayors and all of these coming down to it's a whole chain. Because they can't sit up there in one place the people have the work has to be delegated. And so you have a member of parliament who having people down here representing, and then that person have to get the other people involved to help the communities in the district that the constituent that they're running. So it depends on all of us doing the right thing, reporting wrong, and demanding change from the top to the bottom. And demanding doesn't mean when it's JLP, then PNP will look for whatever, and it becomes vindictive. It is whether JLP or PNP that everybody are holding people accountable. Some of you are saying, you're going to church, but you sit there and you see the wrong, and you can't tell the people, man, all the way I go suffer it. All the way I go suffer it. All the way I go suffer it. Don't do it. Somebody not have to know. Sometimes you can write anonymous letters, You can send in anonymous letters, say, hey man, check out so and so and so. Because I know, just check it out. And hopefully somebody who is doing the right thing will get it. So it's all over. I remembered years ago when I went to Canada, I was just 17. When I got the opportunity to move to live in Canada for a little bit, for a while. And I remember I know of someone who had a good job in the immigration segment of Jamaica. You come in from the airport, and boom, you see them, you're like, wow, I am so happy, And so even back then, because I got my share of my, so-and-so this man, make sure got through. Didn't have anything to declare anyways. But that person reached a point where happened in the supervisor for that person, they had their connection, so they would allow people to go through with their stuff. So it's many moons ago. I am so many years past 17. They would allow it to go through their ganja, let the ganja go through. And there were people connected with that. So when that head person sent it through, then the people he's connected or she's connected to, when they get their money, they would give them a certain amount to split. When them split it, people start looking at it and say, boy, if them can give it this amount for share, then that means them are do good. And people walk out and then good job. If you could start trying to get for them stuff through as well. But it works for some, but it doesn't work for all. Because I know who know you. So give up them good job. Didn't work out. And a lot of things they tried to do later on in life couldn't work. Because guess what happened? No, people were mad at people. And so everything them try, open up bar, it was always under attack, always under shakedown. Try this, rent a car, always under shakedown, always. So it better we just go into things nice and clean. It better you have little and you don't have to look over your shoulder than you have this grandness. And you have to look over your shoulder. You wonder when this is somebody you got to talk. You wonder when you have to go kill somebody, you pay for kill somebody. Because them know too much. Guys, live humble, live simple. Enjoy your life. And just go forth, onward and upwards always. So that's my little bit today, responding to the question, where exactly do the taxes the government collects from its citizens go? So here you have it, guys. I'm telling you right now that if you sit back and really think of these things that I just said, you know it's happening. You know. You see it out there. You watch it on TV, on social media. When police go for shake down people, you see them chasing down people. I remember when they had the chase, I don't know if it was St. Mary or somewhere up in the east up there. And because the boys and was tired of them and took off because them come with him friend now for stick him onto the guy now. And the guy said, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. That's it. If them shake you down and you give in to it, nothing said them are going to leave you. That's what with wrongdoings, you know. Anytime you beg someone, don't tell nobody. Them are going to keep coming at you. You have to go give them your best this. You have to go give them because you beg them not to tell. And as long as them keep your secret, you're going to have to keep paying the bribe. So when them come out there and shake it down, say, right now, man, at 10,000, that's a cost, you know. Meet me 10 o'clock over so. And before you say, boy, I can't afford that. You know, so, give me the tickets, so let me go on a court. Go and go pay the taxes so the government can go and run. The road them can get fixed. But anytime you give in to anything crookish, them are going to sit on you like white pan rice. Them are going to have somebody watch you, see how much you make for the day, so them can get for them percentage, them have to get for them cut. A sub bribery and them something they go. So it go. Some people, let's help to build, not tear down. You know, the country need the tax dollars to run the country. Man are not going to fall from heaven. People come into the country, then build up roads, then build up this. And Mr. Jamaica sooner belong to nothing because what we have? What we have? What do we have that we not use corruption and destroy? What we have? Some of them, something, if it was up to our own people to build these roads and something, nothing get done. Nothing get done because some of our people, we believe, say, boy, I'm not feel to go walk to them, I not go. And when you not go, the road, the work gets can't get done. Some people feel say, boy, them say if you drop 5 truck a man, but just gonna drop 4.5. I'm gonna go give somebody around the corner saying give me 50,000. So when we go, I'm gonna go at this time when I'm just drop off for half a truck around this up. This is what years and years ago, I remember when, people, and when X amount for drop for all the work, when election come, you're gonna see people come out for patch up little things and look at them and get something. Only when it's election time. When the election are going, you see nobody, you see them at the rum bar. And people are telling, man, when you can come fix this, man, look on the condition of the answer, and under them liquors with the mental stability all muddled. And they continue, and nothing gets done. But as soon as them determine an election coming up, yeah, man, all of a sudden the road I get bush. People I get little road work. People I get little this, little that. Just little. And then, if them in a power for 10 years, 20 years, nothing more get done. So let's just wake up, guys, and see the reality of things, and let's not put a blindfold over our eyes and act like it's all hunky-dory. Let us realize that this is a place of corruption. A lot of briberies, a lot of pay under the table, a lot of stuff. And so the tax dollars become diverted into people's pockets. And so the resources are not there to support the education system and to support the healthcare system in this beautiful island, Jamaica. If you can't be good, be careful, but walk good and do good. That's a good thing.